Welcome to video 2 for this unit on measuring circles. In this video, we're going to focus on the circumference of a circle. What is a circle? A circle consists of all the points that are the same distance away from a center point. For example, every point on this circle is 5 centimeters away from point A. Point A is the center of the circle. A segment that connects the center with any point on the circle is called a radius. Here, segments AB, AC, AD, AE, and AF are all radii of this circle. When we have more than one radius, we call them radii. The length of any radius is always the same for a given circle. For this reason, people also refer to this distance as the radius of the circle. We can say that the radius of this circle is 5 centimeters. A segment that connects two opposite points on a circle, passing through the circle's center, is called a diameter. Segments EG and DH are both diameters of this circle. All diameters in a given circle have the same length, because they are each composed of two radii. For this reason, people also refer to the length of such a segment as the diameter of the circle. We can say that the diameter of this circle is 10 centimeters. The circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. If a circle is made of a piece of string and we cut it and straighten it out, the circumference would be the length of that string. How is the circumference related to the other measures of a circle? Imagine measuring the diameter and circumference of various circles and then plotting the measurements in the coordinate plane. The graph appears to be a straight line that goes through the origin 0, 0. In fact, there is a proportional relationship between the diameter and circumference of any circle. We can write the equation C equals KD, where C is the circumference, D is the diameter, and K is the constant of proportionality. The exact value for the constant of proportionality for this relationship is called pi. We use this symbol to represent pi. Some frequently used approximations for pi are 22/7, 3.14, and 3.14159. But none of these is exactly pi. The point 1, pi also lies on this line because pi is the constant of proportionality for this relationship. We can use this relationship to estimate the circumference of any circle if we know the diameter, and vice versa. For example, if a circle has a diameter of 3.5 centimeters, then the circumference is about 11 centimeters. What if we know the radius of a circle and we want to find its circumference? We know that the circumference of a circle is pi times the diameter. We also know that the diameter is twice the radius. Putting these two facts together, we can see that the circumference also equals 2 times pi times the radius. Let's look at 3 examples. If the diameter of a car tire is 60 centimeters, That means the radius is 30 centimeters. And the circumference is 60 times pi, or about 188 centimeters. If the radius of a clock is 5 inches, that means the diameter is 10 inches. And the circumference is 10 times pi, or about 31 inches. If a ring has a circumference of 44 millimeters, that means the diameter is 44 divided by pi, which is about 14 millimeters. And the radius is about 7 millimeters. If we know any one of these measurements for a particular circle, we can find the others. In summary, there is a proportional relationship between the diameter and circumference of any circle. The constant of proportionality is pi. Additionally, there is a proportional relationship between the radius and circumference of any circle. The constant of proportionality is 2 pi. Because of this, we can calculate the radius, diameter, and circumference of a circle given just one of these 3 measurements. Thank you for watching video 2 of 4 for this unit on measuring circles.